All right. Let me hold on a second. Let me adjust something real quick. All right. What's up, Spruce? I know it's a little bit later today. I know you've been waiting. Danny, what's going on? Ralph, you're here as well. Early stream. Good morning. Hey, good morning for you. Is it morning for you? I can't tell if that's just sarcastic because I'm streaming later, or if it's. I thought you were only like 8 hours ahead. But Noob is here also. What is up, Noob? Let me change something real quick because there's this weird thing that happens like every time I, for some reason, every time I start like the Instagram stream, it like the page closes out, so I have to enter in the stream details again so that I can. Here, let me do some real quick. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, should be working in just a minute here. Today I figured we'd play a little bit of the Chaos draft along with you know, we usually deviate from whatever plan to, whatever game we plan to play. We usually play other things as well, so we'll probably be playing mostly Chaos with a little bit of other things sprinkled in there. I haven't had the chat pulled up. Let me take a look now. Let's see what happened to Castle Crush. I downloaded it. I've played it a little bit. Noob, I know you asked how many trophies I had. I have like 600. So like I played a little bit. I played a little bit of Castle Crush. I climbed up at least an arena. And see community button. I'll take a look at the community button as soon as the stream is up. What's up, Ads and Squirrel? Summy's here as well. Anyway, I played Castle Crush, got up to maybe 600 trophies. Noob. It's not a game that I'm gonna be honest. It's not a. I don't love it. Like if you guys haven't played it or heard it, there's 3 different lanes that you can put troops in. But the thing is, if there's a troop that's targeting your tower in Castle Crush, and you put a troop into the same lane as it to defend it, it'll automatically retarget from the tower to your troop. So it's like at a certain point in the game, if your opponent has too many troops on the board, too many troops in one lane, the instant you play something to defend that lane, everything retargets to it. Like it's just not, the dynamics are a lot different in a lot of ways to Clash Royale, and it's like really not fun sometimes. But what's up, 555? I'm doing okay today. How about you? It's very unique. Yeah, but not necessarily unique in a good way necessarily. Like it's Clash Royale 2.0. Join your clan. And Noob, I told you I looked up your clan. Your clan was nowhere to be found. I looked up that same ruin. I didn't know if maybe it wasn't that same ruin and maybe it was something else. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe it's Expo Witch, or maybe there's another name. I looked up several different things. I changed the capitalization of that same ruin in case I was capitalizing it wrong or something. Your clan didn't show up anywhere. So I don't know if maybe they use different servers. Like, do you know if that's the case? Because you obviously don't live in the same region as I do. So, like, do you think maybe there's different regions for USA versus Russia? What's up, Cyrodiin? How are you doing today? Saw your deck. It doesn't have witch. Okay, never. So Spruce is able to. Spruce, you were able to join Noob's clan. You live in the. I guess you live in. Spruce, you live in England, right? Okay, we'll just go with Valkyrie, I guess. Maybe we'll hold on to our rocket. So, you're in the same clan as you. You're from the UK. Okay, then there must be a way to find it then. You saw his profile. I guess that's another thing that we could do is we could always, if there's a way to add friends or something, then I don't know if there's a way to do that, but that could be another way. How are you? I'm doing okay. I'm just doing all right. Another day, but glad to hear you're doing well. Your profile picture is Expo Witch. Nice. Do we need to? Okay, I guess we'll just go bar barrel on this, I suppose. You live in India, but you're in Arizona. Okay. For some reason, I highly doubt that. So, the rocket one was better. The Goblin Party one was really good. The only reason why, man, the only reason why I took the, what was it, the Furnace one is because the spawn every spirit is pretty good. Double barrels or evil bats. I think we'll just go. I think we'll go double. Okay, well I meant to go double barrels just because I don't think the evil bats are gonna do super well with him having. Oh, you know what? Nah. Okay, we're just gonna rocket this. He's gonna protect his. He's gonna protect his 100% range musketeer. Probably just trying to cycle back to another one. I think we just, wherever he plays it, we just have to rocket it. Well, he does have Ramrider, right? He played Ramrider at the start. Let's go with this. This one might be cooked. I don't think we need to use a rocket on defense. Maybe we needed it. Mini rockets or infinite roots. It's got to be the roots. See community button about your clan. All right, I'll take a look, noob. So, okay, please don't lock on my tower. You know what? Wait, what is that? Battle Ram and Hunter net. Okay, well, clearly we need to infinite roots that. He's back to another musketeer. That's not fantastic. Let's just infinitely roots this now. The problem is if he goes with a... Okay. That's what I was worried about. Hopefully the E-Spirits and whatnot can stun it. What even happened on the left? Alright, I didn't see what was there, but I'm not a fan of Clash anymore. It sucks. I agree for the most part. Like the chaos mode, this chaos mode draft is the only thing that I have even somewhat of a good time playing. Like the regular Clash, it's been forever since I've even touched, I think, Trophy Road or Ranked, just because like I just haven't been feeling haven't been feeling that, and it's been several months since I've played either of those, so I agree. It's like Clash is not it's not in a good spot as far as just not being enjoyable to play. But that's usually what you do when you get infinite roots. You just yeah, infinitely roots the tower. Sometimes you need it on defense, like sometimes, or if your opponent has like the goblin, the goblin barrel, the brawler one. Occasionally you'll need to use it on defense, but a lot of the time it just makes sense to use it on the tower. Yeah, I was gonna say infinite roots at the bridge, or if they do have that brawler one, occasionally using infinite roots on your tower can sometimes be necessary as well. Um, so we all want Castle Crush broadcast. I don't know about we all. Like Noob, it was a fun game for the first maybe 20 or 25 minutes as I was kind of getting familiar with it, but it seems like a game that gets a little bit old after a while. Now, I mean, to be honest, a lot of games are like that. Like a lot of games, once you get familiar with them, can get a little stale. But it seemed like it seemed like Castle Crush was just one that I got a little bit tired of quicker. So not that it's a bad game, just that maybe it's not necessarily my type of game. Also, thank you KM20 for the gifts. I think this guy maybe gave up. Welcome Hyper. I don't speak Spanish, but it says Hola, mi cuenta de Clash Royale. Does that mean you play Clash Royale or something about that? But well, I mean, regardless, welcome Hyper. You're gonna collab with Grotz. Danny is. Wait, Danny, what's that game that you play again? The first person shooter game. Is it Call of Duty or is it? I forget what game it was that you said you used to make videos on and stream. I guess I would assume maybe his connection just timed out. It's not like we were winning or anything. Which was Ram, Tombstone spawned 2 Larrys. You're an unk that stopped playing Clash Royale. I wish I had the same willpower as you, Cyrodiil, to stop playing Clash, but alas, I am addicted to this game. No, that's not true. I could probably I wouldn't have a problem just playing it less, but there are a lot of people that watch the streams and that watch the videos that really like it still, which is kind of why I still stream it. Gabriel a pity win. Okay, it's not like we were on a losing streak though. Like we lost one game. I wouldn't say that was a pity win, but you're getting PS5 Pro in 2 weeks. You're gonna start streaming Call of Duty again. Okay. I was actually thinking, Danny, about like getting Call of Duty and trying it myself because I think I got recommended a video or something on YouTube of because like I like watching toxic players get humbled. So I looked it up and I saw like a Call of Duty version of that with Prey. I'm sure you've heard of him. I think he's like a really big name in I think it's Call of Duty, in the Call of Duty community. So like I started watching some of his videos about him humbling trash talkers and that sort of thing, and I was like, dang, that kind of looks like a interesting game. Like usually first person shooters are not necessarily my I don't play a lot of first person shooter games, but I mean it looks like it could be fun to try maybe. Okay. Okay, he's got the double hogs. Let's just go delivery and then just hope that that targets the Mother Witch. Okay, these are actually both, I'm gonna be honest, these are both really good choices. I think we're going to have to take the Skeletrooper army, though, just because I don't know that we can defend this without it. And he's got the Tornado Axe. That's actually going to be like the perfect counter to the... There's not a lot of great counters to the Skeletrooper army in this game, but that's one of them. Have I tried it in the Wii? Okay. Wait, why did I... Okay, I don't know why I thought that was a good idea to put that into an Executioner, but... Ralph, what's up? Pity win? Fair enough. No, okay, that was not a... It's not a pity win. Let's hope that he puts something else with this. Does anyone know what the bottom modifier is? The heal AoE also damages enemies. I never understood what that meant. Okay. Because like essentially it says, like, I just didn't understand it because it's like heal area of effect also damages enemies. Doesn't it damage enemies anyway? Like when it jumps, it does a little bit of damage in a little radius. Like, I just kind of figured it already did that. So I didn't know... You know what? Let's just rage this. Try to get as much damage as we can on everything. And hopefully a couple of those are deciding to be heroes and target the Demolisher. We do have an army of hogs coming the other way. But it deals more damage and heals more. Bigger radius, more damage and more heal. Okay. That makes sense. Thank you, noob. I didn't know... I didn't know really what it meant, but that makes sense. We actually might be in trouble here. We need to get back to another Skeletrooper army immediately. I think we can probably drill preemptively, and then let's just rage everything at the bridge. Come on, Skeletroopers. Okay, that's yeah, wow is right. He's laughing. You know what? He can't be happy about that. Let's throw a little bit of that in there. Do I like the unique mechanic of cards in Castle Crush? I mean, yes, I do like that there's a lot of unique cards. The only thing that I don't really like... I mean, I guess there's a couple things, but one of the main things I don't like about Castle Crush is that whenever you place a troop, like if you don't know what it is, a lot of people, including myself, as of yesterday, had no idea what Castle Crush was. But there's no Princess Towers, so if your opponent places a troop in a lane, you have to answer it 100% of the time because you don't have a Princess Tower that's shooting. I don't like that. I don't like that you have to defend every little thing. And whenever you place a troop to defend, anything in that lane will automatically retarget to it, which I think is a little bit dumb because, like, you can't even defend in some cases if your opponent builds up, you know, enough of a push, or even just puts a couple cards in one lane. Also, what in the... Okay, Mega Knight, I need you to turn around and... Okay, there we go. Turn around, hit the furnace. Okay, there we go. It's not too bad. Executioner will splash that as well. Castle Crush more offensive. Ooh, these are actually... I'm gonna be honest, part of the reason why I chose the Goblin Drill... We're gonna take the unlimited jump one, but the Goblin Drill that spawns Dark Goblins is actually... Like, that's... Even though it's a common modifier, I think it's one of the most annoying drill modifiers. Castle Crush, you more spam bridge. Yeah, I agree. It's like, it does seem like... Okay, let's just put our infinitely jumping Mega Knight down. What's up, Jason? How are you doing? Cyrodian, you wanted to know if there was a... He said another Subnautica stream coming soon? Okay, that was a really bad drill. I kind of assumed the Mega Knight would go over to that side, but... Never mind. Chain attack. Oh, this is tough. Chain attack or more drills. We're gonna take more drills. As good as the chain attack one is. Okay, I'm realizing that was now a mistake. Looking at the golem one he got, we definitely needed more. We needed more tank killing for sure. I don't think the jumping Mega Knight is gonna be enough against the double golem. That's your comment about doing a collab stream soon. I must have missed it. Would I be down? Would I be down for a collab stream? That would be. Okay, let's just make sure we can defend this. We're actually going to use this on defense because we're going to need more buildings. I would be down for that. I don't know how that would work. I've never done that, but that would be a lot of fun. We could possibly do, like, maybe I can get Call of Duty or something and start getting familiar with that, and maybe we could do one of those streams. That could be a lot of fun. Okay. Let's go with this on offense this time. I think Flamethrower, Hunter, and Infinitely Jumping Mega Knight should hold that off, I hope. Okay. Executioner splashing the tower. Let's just go with one of these at the bridge. If that Executioner doesn't take it, the Mega Knight and the drills definitely will. I hope. Maybe not. I was trying to speak it into existence, but no. Okay, he's going to retain his tower. Noob, if you left a comment, I'm not trying to ignore. I'm just trying to win this game, but I'll read your messages as soon as this is done. I said Call of Duty. Okay. Alright, I think we'll just go all in, because I don't think there's any way that he defends all of this. Yeah. Alright. Cyrodiil, you're gonna head out? Sounds good. The next stream will be on Monday. We don't stream on Sundays, but hopefully I can see you in the next stream. Let's see what new bro. Special decks. Use one card, you upgrade one more card. Okay, Ralph. I mean, the thing is, I'm not opposed to playing. I'm not opposed to playing Castle Crush, if it's just like playing it with noob. I don't know if you can play with other people or anything like that. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. As far as streaming it, I don't know that it would be the most. Like, I don't know that a lot of people would want to enjoy watching that, and I probably wouldn't enjoy streaming it. But as far as playing it, like, I'll have it downloaded. I'll join your clan if I can look it up. If I can find it somehow. Maybe I was just typing it in wrong. But I'll still have it, and I'll still play with you. So I can play versus you. All right. How many trophies do you have, noob? Because I think it's like every 400 trophies there's a new arena, right? So I think I have like 600, which is about half of the way. So it's about halfway to the second arena, or maybe it's the third one. You're at 1100 trophies. Nice. It's about twice as far as me. This is, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't feel the most confident about this draft, but it is a very, one of the things I found, it doesn't matter too much what cards are in your deck. It just depends on how lucky you get with the modifiers. He got a good one. A golem that pretty much costs him 4 elixir. Rima donated a membership. Thank you, Rima. Okay, he's gonna go with his golem. Hopefully that gets on the tower. Okay, no, he's not. Not gonna let it. I also don't think going with our snowball is gonna do anything, because it just knocks troops back further, but it doesn't actually. Golem doesn't get knocked back anyway. So Hopefully we can defend all of this. And he's immediately going to get the elixir from that. We're actually going to, as good as the... Okay, I was actually meaning to pick the snowballs, but he had the Ronin, so it's probably a good thing that we got the Inferno Dragon instead. Rima, you use Hog Freeze? Dang, that's a devious deck. Okay, this is just not going to be... Wait, we did pick the snowball. Oh, no, we did. Okay, it still had a modifier, but I didn't... That was the original knockback modifier we had. Hopefully Inferno Dragon can just take that out. Holy... I mean... there goes our tower anyway. I wonder if we can... Like, that tower's definitely gone. Let's just try and sneak this one by. I guess the Firecracker one, even though he's got Ronin. Okay. Alright, you know what? At least he spent a decent bit on that. And he's got the Invisible Mortar. Okay. This is not the most fun. Let's just try and sneak this by on the other side and then maybe go like this for a Dart Goblin or something. Well, how's it going, Jimmy? Deals damage to all units. I don't think, if I remember right, I don't think the Hunter Flamethrower... I thought I remember trying to deflect it with the Ronin one time. I don't know if it does. So let's see. Because the regular Hunter obviously gets deflected. He's got 2 deflecting cards. I don't believe... Okay, it's kind of... I mean, everything in our deck outside of the Dark Prince gets reflected, so we... Let's try going with this. Just so that we can maybe take that tower. And then... let's go with another Flamethrower. Okay, it's not over. It's not over just yet. Don't know why I went with a Firecracker into a deflecting... You know what? If we can take the tower, we're going to be in this guy, because he hit us with well played after he thought he was going to win. So please, we have to take the tower. I think the Ronin... Alright, let's hit him with this. Hit him with the little... Hit him with the Fenrir special. Okay. Go 1v1 in Castle Crush. Are you asking me, Noob, or are you talking to Jimmy? But like I said, I'll take a look at the community tab and see what you wrote about your clan. Like, I couldn't find it. I typed in the exact clan name and nothing showed up. But I'll try taking a look so that I can join it. What's up, 13? How are you doing? Can't even hate. Well played. Thank you, Fenrir. Rare positive comment. Yeah, Noob, I tried looking that up. I tried looking up that same ruin, and just in case I mistype something, I also tried putting in like ruin just in case, you know, just to see if I just typed in ruin just in case, you know, if that was part of the clan, and I looked through all the clans with that in its name. I didn't see it, but I'll look up maybe if there's settings or something that I need to change, or if I need to adjust the region or whatever. You made a randomized deck. You're going to request a 2v2 with a randomized deck. I mean, I feel like if we're going 2v2, don't you want the best deck possible? Because we're likely going to be matched up against people that have 14k trophies if we're playing together, just because it tends to match you up. I found with people that have the same amount of trophies as like the partner with higher trophies, if that makes sense. So like, I mean, if you want to play 2v2s, it might be best to put your best best foot forward, have your best deck out. Okay, he got the extreme range log. Not too bad. Let's just keep playing defense, I think. Okay, hopefully some of those can take out the Demolisher. Alright. You're in Arena 23, you're good enough? I mean, Arena 23 is good, but I mean, I think both of our opponents are... That's just what I found. When we play 2v2s most of the time... Dang, I don't love either of these. I mean, I think they at least fixed the piercing at... Yeah. This was kind of a rough choice, because we either had to choose an Expo modifier, which is not very good, or replace our Inferno Tower one, which was a good Inferno Tower modifier. So deck is really expensive. Okay, we're just waiting until his troops get even remotely close to the bridge. And he... Okay. He's got the mini fireball arrows. In my opinion, those look much more threatening than they actually are. Like, those look really intimidating, but they don't... Like, again, we only have... Why are these what we're getting? The only two modifiers of the 8 cards we have in our deck are for the Inferno Tower and the Skeleton Army. And the choice that we're offered is between the Inferno Tower and the Skeleton Army, so we have to replace one of our modifiers. Alright, well, I guess we'll just go with this. Mini Mega Knight Hut. Alright, well, we'll go with this then. We do not want that even getting anywhere near our tower. So we're just going to go with the max beam. Okay, well, let's go with our max beam again. Okay, let's just wait till that first Mega Knight comes over here. Let's go with that. Let's go with this. While he's distracted over there, hopefully. This may be an unpopular opinion. As good as the Sparky Expo is, I like the Goblin Hut one. Being able to spawn Demolishers, if we put it up here... Uh-oh. Okay, thankfully the max beam is helping out. Let's go with an Expo now. We have 3 Demolishers protecting our tower, or protecting our bow. And let's just go with this over here. Let's put another Goblin Hut low. Maybe we can get another Demolisher out of that. Okay, Expo is on the tower. Skeletrooper army is on the tower over there. Surely that does it. Yeah, I think Expo is on the tower. Skeletrooper army's on the tower. Alright, I think... Okay, hold on. It's not a good game yet. He's still in this. When did I start the stream today? It was late. We've only been going for like almost 40 minutes now, but we haven't been going for, you know, an hour or two, which is at what point we would normally be at by now. Do I feel better today? Like, better, I mean, not necessarily. I feel about the same as I have the past several days. Noob, are you trying to recruit Fenrir to play Castle Crush as well? Alright. Spruce, I guess, wants to do a 2v2. I think the deck that we have is just Minor. I think Minor Rocket is the deck that we have queued in. So, what's up, Dax? Your friend inaugurated his new gaming studio, invited you and a few others to play all night. Sounds pretty fun. You're playing 2v2 FIFA. That sounds like a pretty good night. Okay, you know what? We're actually just gonna go for one of the worst rockets of my life. I mean, at least we hit the Golden Knight, but I don't know what I was thinking. I was like hoping they would hit the... What the... Okay, I didn't even realize. I mean... Alright, that's an interesting... Never seen freeze in a Lava Hound deck, but guess we'll see how it... works. Why does Fenrir hate you? New, by the way, if someone recommends a game for you to... If someone recommends a... Hold on. That could be really good. If you recommend a game and someone doesn't play that game, it doesn't mean that they don't like you, right? Sometimes they could just have a preference for a different game. Like maybe it's just not their kind of game. So just because, like, if Fenrir doesn't want to download that game, that's completely up to him. Like, maybe it's just not necessarily a game that he likes. All right, he can still like you, but not necessarily have to play everything that you do. Also, Noob, I wanted to ask you. I sent you a link to... I know you were asking how you could get balance changes. Like how you could get the balance change stats. I sent you that link to like the wiki or something. Like it was like a Royale. I don't know if it was the Royale. Oh no. Royale API wiki or something else, but I sent you a link that kind of had a comprehensive history of all the balance changes that have happened in kind of the history of the game. Did you see that? Like, is that something that would work for you as far as finding history of balance changes, or no? Huh. Okay, well, we could be in some trouble here. It's delivery like that. Okay. Well, we're losing, but always come back. Maybe not. Okay, not a bad freeze. Don't hate that. I think he's got... Yeah. Let's... Oh, freak. That bandit. Hold on. Hold on. We just need a rocket. We're going to take it. Alright, we'll throw out the thumbs up. That was... I'll be honest, I was not really expecting that. I was not expecting to win that. Let's see, though. I think we were probably matched up against... If I had to guess... Yeah, this guy's at 14. Okay, so... Yeah, so, like, you tend to get matched up against... Like, even though you're at 9K trophies, I've noticed when you play 2v2s with partners, it always just matches you go up with competition from the higher levels trophy range. It's a new Spider-Man movie. Where does it rank? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen the new I haven't seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, but I've seen enough spoilers online to the point where I don't know if it would be worth it to go see, because I feel like the internet has already ruined it. So Danny's gonna try out the game for you. Nice, that's nice of him. That's kind of what I did. Like I kind of just tried out the game for the sole reason that you wanted me to try it, not necessarily because I thought it would be, you know, a super fun game. But I tried it out for you. So, noob, you can't say that people don't like you when there's people that want to look out for you and want to try out things for you and want to help you out. It seems like people want to help, and you're just kind of. It just seems like a lot of the time you like refuse them, but people want to help you. People want to do that for you, but what is Castle Crush? It's kind of a it's similar to Clash Royale in the sense that it's a tower defense game. Like you have towers on either side, you place troops to try and take the enemy's tower. Um Hopefully we can actually increase recoil. I guess we'll take this one. But yeah, you essentially place troops down on the map to try and take your opponent's tower. It's similar in a lot of ways to Clash. I think a lot of cards are actually patterned. Like a lot of the cards are designed after Clash Royale, so it's, you know, a Clash Royale-like game. Okay, hold on. I know this will activate King, but we need that to... Okay, should have remembered we gave that to him. But there are a lot of things that I don't... There's a lot of things that I don't love about it. Like, there's just certain mechanics of the game that I think are not very well designed, and they don't really make it very enjoyable to play a lot of the time. But you didn't panic in that 2v2 game, did you? I didn't really. No, I didn't panic. I mean, worst case scenario, we lose and get destroyed. Like, you know, it's a game at the end of the day, so I would say I wouldn't say I ever panic when playing that. Let's put our firecracker a little bit lower because we know he has delivery. So if we can just try to keep it alive, I don't know if he has another spell to kill the firecracker if it's on our side. So let's just keep stacking up the firecrackers. Let's go with this over here while he's worried on that side. Each attack clones, 200% range. I guess we'll take the range. Do I have chest hair? What kind of question is that? That is just not even an applicable question. Okay, hold on. I know the firecracker is a good defensive card, but I don't know if it can completely save us here. I'm gonna be honest, the witch that spawns evil skellies could actually come in clutch depending on if they continue to multiply. And that's gonna do it. He's gonna take the tower. Dang. Well, rip. You see me blushing so much as I read Fenn's chat? No, that is not true. That's just how my face looks. Okay, poison or night witch. We will take poison. I'm going to be honest, part of me wants to take rocket, even though it's the second big spell. Just because, like, all three of the rocket modifiers, in my opinion, you know what, yeah, we're going to take it. Even though we have two big spells, I just think you have a more... Like, all three rocket modifiers are really good, as opposed to the log, where only one of the modifiers is broken in the lumberjack, and the other two are kind of bad. Gonna go to the sauna now. All right, nice. Have fun, Trick. How long am I streaming today? Probably not super long. Like, you know, we're not gonna end like in the next 10 or 15 minutes. We'll stream for longer than that, but it's not gonna be a several hour long stream today. So we may still be streaming by the time you get back, depending on how long you're depending on how long you're going to be in the sauna. And he gave us E-Golem. I can't say I'm surprised. Like, for some reason, I just found out nobody really likes E-Golem in this game mode. Like, when I have it, I never choose it. My opponent seems to, like, whenever they have the choice, if they're offered E-Golem, I always seem to get it. So, if you were wondering, E-Golem does not have a lot of fantastic modifiers in this game mode. So, you know what? We might have missed it on the first go, but we have a bouncy rocket, so it'll just bounce 2 or 3 times on the tower. And you know what? That's fine. We will let that go. We do have a fireballing baby dragon, so I think this is actually a case where we will go E-Golem, just because we have a fireballing baby dragon behind, which should make light work of the Inferno Dragon, unless he protects it. Everyone loves E-Golem in other game modes, yeah, like that's true. I mean, E-Golem in other game modes gets a decent bit of use, but not so much in. Okay, what is even that? I mean, the fireballing baby dragon's going to be good. We can use the monk to reflect at least, but let's actually not rocket that. We actually might have to. We'll go with this. We might have to use our rocket on defense. So let's always make sure we have enough elixir for a rocket, just because we're gonna need it if he goes with his barrel again. So, what's up, Smelly Bozo? Thank you for the roses. Hopefully you're having a good day today. I play CR at 3 a.m. Yeah, I think this guy, it looks like he's given up. Nice. All right. Well. Oh, what the? Okay. I guess in the delivery it spawns a random troop, but I guess that. I just figured that meant troops. I guess it can spawn an Inferno Tower as well. Can I teach you quantum mechanics? Wish I knew about quantum mechanics, but I unfortunately do not. Double Golem one comes clutch. Yeah, if you're talking about the Golem split on defeat, that one is pretty. Speaking of Golem, we will 100% choose it over E-Golem. So there is not a bad Golem. Golem is one of those modifiers where you can't go wrong. Like, all 3 of them are really good. Kind of like the Knight one. And you know what? We are just going to go for a bear graveyard, because we have the guard spawning graveyard. So we'll just go with it. Kind of like the Knight. Like, the Knight has either a bunch of extra health, it either stuns whatever massive troop your opponent plays, or it turns into a Mega Knight for 3 elixir. So, you know, really, it was really not a bad Knight one or a Golem one. Okay, we're just going to pray he does not have a Mother Witch. If he's got Mother Witch, it is over for us. I don't think we gave it to him, but if he had the option and he chose it, then we could be in a rough spot. Doesn't look like he's got it though, which is good, because we have Witch, Night Witch, Graveyard, and Tombstone. So we got a million skeleton cards. I would be surprised if this guy didn't give up. I think he has. I mean, that's like, I think this guy played well, but that's like the really frustrating thing about Chaos mode, is you can play really well, you can play perfectly, but if your opponent gets all the broken modifiers, there's nothing that you can do. We all love Witch. Yes, I think did we choose Witch? No, I think you must have gave Witch to us. But I mean, Witch, at least in chaos mode, like Witch is really. Speaking of which, we actually okay, we generated a deck. This deck actually looks really good. I was thinking it would just give us a bum deck, but this one actually looks solid. But yeah, I'm assuming. I mean, whenever I see Witch in the chaos mode draft, I pretty much always take her. Like unless Skeleton Barrel is the other option or something. Unless there's a really really broken option, I think Witch is another one of those cards that, first two modifiers are really good. I don't think the Evil Skeleton one is that good, but I think what was I saying? Yeah, I think the first two modifiers are pretty solid. All right, so Spruce is playing. I think this is his homemade hog deck. This one has. I'm pretty sure this has got Mega Knight and whatnot in it, right? Or am I thinking of something else? When am I gonna play Little Nightmares? Whenever I play an indie game next, I don't know when that'll be, but the next indie game that I play will probably be that. Okay, let's hope Mini P.E.K.K.A can clutch up for us here. I think that'll still counter it, right? I hope. Yes, okay. You always choose which? Yes, I would assume you also always choose Expo when you get offered it as well, because, I mean, not surprising. Like, I know you love Expo Witch, but it's also a pretty solid. Like, Expo Witch is also. Those are both pretty solid cards in this game mode, I would say. So, I would say most of the time I probably pick them as well. Not all the time, but most of the time if I see an Expo or a Witch, I'll take it. Do we have any Mini P.E.K.K.A emotes in this deck? I know we have an angry Mini P.E.K.K.A. I think we have a hero Mini P.E.K.K.A as well. Throw out that. See if he decides to go with a hog. No hog. Okay. Well, we will go Golem. What color is my toenail? It's a fine looking color. I mean, it's not like a discolored yellow or whatnot, if that's what you're asking. I think the toenails look fine from my understanding. At the point, only Moko and Clash. I mean, that's fair enough. Like, there. I mean, okay, he's calling a good game. I think we will. I think that most likely is. I guess there's only 10 seconds left, but good game. I mean, I may play more. I mean, I might play more Moko because I might try out playing it more because I am wanting to, like, the more seasons of Clash that go on, the less and less I want to play it. And it's pretty much reached a point where I only play Clash for Clan Wars, and then sometimes if there's like, pretty much Clan Wars, and then the Chaos mode, if there's, the Chaos mode slash seasonal arena, like if there's a unique game mode, I'll often give it a try and play that a bit, but for the most part, it's pretty much just for Clan Wars, and then, you know, not much, not much else. You just deleted Clash, uninstalled, and everything. But I just played you a minute ago. You deleted it after that game? Uh, I mean, honestly, Spruce might delete it sometime soon. I might delete it sometime soon as well. I don't know. I'm not sure that I will, but there's a good chance, I guess. 8 can carry you every Rifts? What does that mean? Okay, hold on. We got the Goblin Demolisher range upgrade. This game, I'll be honest, if he doesn't have a big spell, this game is probably already over. Like sometimes, like if he's got Fireball or Poison, he's still got a pretty good chance because he can always just he can spell away the Goblin Demolisher if he needs. But for the most part, like sometimes you don't even get offered a spell, and your opponent will have something like a 100% range boost Musketeer or something that's really something that really needs a big spell to be answered, and sometimes you're not even offered one. So if that's the case, he could struggle. I don't think he's used a big spell yet. What is that? You're joking? You just got mad? What's that deck? That was just a random deck, but it ended up being a really, really good random deck. Like, okay, he's throwing out the... Whenever I see that, I think of like a... It almost looks like he's like constipated. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but whenever I see that Executioner emote, that kind of looks like what's happening. I don't know, that's a goofy emote. Okay, let's go Bar Barrel, I think. We could go Inferno Tower as well, but it would be great to save that for his Lava Hound. And you know what? We're actually going to go with it now. Because we're going to try to keep the Demolisher alive if we can. What's up, gameplay? Let's see what he's got for this. Let's go with another Demolisher. Has he given up? No, okay. He's still here. He's still got heart. Okay, let's just go with this. Let's go with a giant skeleton. What is that? Continuous lava pups. Okay, it's not the most fun one. But maybe if we're lucky, Sparky Spear Goblins or heal on attack. I guess we'll take Sparky Spears because they can target air. So, like if we go with it here, maybe they can target the, like I guess they can be used defensively on the Lava Hound if we need. Maybe we go with a Demolisher here. Because at least then if it blows up, it'll maybe take out the Lava Pups as well. Okay, Sparky Spear Goblins go into town as well. I think that's gonna do it. I think we got incredibly lucky with the modifiers we got. I mean, that's again, this game mode is either super fun. Okay, I shouldn't say super fun. It's either fun or you absolutely hate it. I mean, it depends entirely on modifiers, which it's like a double-edged sword. On the one hand, you can beat players that are much better than you. You can beat people that have a top 1k finish if you get really broken modifiers and they don't. But on the other hand, you can lose to people that play much worse than you. So it's like it's good and bad. Ram Rider or Rascals, we will take. Honestly, we'll take Ram Rider. I think that's a solid choice. Am I planning to fix my sleep schedule? Yes, I would like to, but even when I go, like a lot of times I'll stay up editing a video, or I'll sometimes play Clash. I'll sometimes do things late at night, but on the other hand, okay, didn't really have a great answer for that. On the other hand, when I have tried to kind of get, hold on, come on. Oh wait, he's got the Stun Knight. You know what, that's still fine. We'll still go with this, because it's still tanking. for the graveyard. Okay. That is not the worst. We'll take that. He's going to have vines. But, you know, I got off track again. But when I have tried to go to sleep and you know, fall asleep earlier, I mean, my body doesn't really get tired when it should. Okay. Honestly, let's just go with this. Let's go with a charging giant. We'll actually go with a graveyard as well. Okay, you know what? We'll go with this also to hopefully get some damage. Okay. Hopefully we didn't just spawn giant goblin. In my opinion, this one's actually one of the best. I think this one is better than the Sparky Spear Goblins, in my opinion. Just because... Oh no. He got the deploy anywhere P.E.K.K.A. Well... See you later, tower. Do we go with a defensive graveyard? Yeah, we don't have anything else for that. But in my opinion, this one's one of the best because it used to be in the game, but they changed it because it used to target all troops. It doesn't do that anymore. Right now, it only targets towers. So the fact that they did that makes it much more... What in the world is that? Is he going to try and snipe our witch? Dang. We might be cooked. Mini rockets is good. We'll take it. You're in the sauna watching me right now. You took your phone in the sauna? Alright, you know what? All or nothing. We gotta go for the king. Let's go with a giant goblin as well. We have to take his king tower. Let's rocket these. He's gonna set up to defend. Is it gonna be enough? I think it will. Maybe not. Giant goblin's there. Come on, giant goblin. Giant goblin's gonna take it. You just have to spam him enough, I guess. Got a laptop for studies. Found an excuse to buy a gaming laptop. Okay. That's nice. That's why I'll take the phone away. Tell Josh I was here. I appreciate the dedication. I appreciate the dedication trick. Just make sure your phone doesn't get... Yeah, if it was in the sauna, be careful with it. Because I ended up ruining my iPad because I took it near water as well. What's up, Tyler? How are you today? All right, Danny. Okay, Danny did challenge us to a battle. If you want to send the battle again... Okay, he wants to do a 7x elixir. I'm pretty sure it uses your... Okay, hold on. I'm pretty sure it uses your trophy road deck, if I remember right. So let's generate something until we get something heavy. Like until we get a deck that has like a 4.0 plus, like this one. Until we get something that has high enough average elixir cost. This deck looks horrible. There is no swarm killing whatsoever, but let's give it a go. Do I have a rank in Chaos yet? Not on this account, but on my other two I do. Like there's an account that there's two other kind of alt accounts that I have, and I have a rank on both of those, I believe. Okay, please stab the prince. Okay, go with a second Mega Knight. Come on, Hunter, come in clutch for us here. I think, Danny, this is your regular deck, right? Like this is the deck that you run normally, I think. Okay, let's go with this on the other side. Let's just lightning this, I think. Okay, okay. Can we get everything? Okay. I don't know, how is Dagger Duchess? I feel like going Dagger Duchess was maybe... I don't know, I feel like Dagger Duchess is maybe going to struggle in this just because it's like constantly depleted on daggers. It might... Maybe I'm wrong, but... On the other side, the hunters are stacking up. Danny, I think you might actually stand a good chance if, like, if your towers were helping you out. Because, like, yeah, if this is your normal deck, I don't know, the Dagger Duchess is never going to be able to, like, replenish her things. Okay, I don't know why I rocketed the ground, but I don't really know what to do with the elixir. Okay. Just like that. Okay, hold on. Mega Knight on the tower. Prince on the tower. All right. Okay, there's no need to cry, Danny. I feel like I would have. I mean, if I was using Dagger Duchess, I probably would have lost because like you're pretty much getting you're pretty much playing Castle Crush in the sense that you have like no tower helping you out. Um, let's see, we can change things up. Wait, what did Dax say? You're asking for Insta ID, CR ID. You find chaos hard. I could maybe do tips and tricks. I did do that. I think a few days ago. I did like, or maybe just a couple days ago. I did like a little chaos walkthrough of just what modifiers I choose. I didn't necessarily go through every modifier in the game. I just kind of went through the ones that were offered to me. But like okay, Danny's gonna play again. I think he switched his tower troop. We switched our deck as well. So okay, he's using regular towers. And he switched his deck as well. Okay, let's see how this goes. I can already tell this is going to be more difficult. Yeah, there's no big spell in this. Oh, we're cooked already. No, I guess we have poison. Okay, that's something. I think it's already over. Danny, you've cooked us. I completely forgot. E-Golem is goated to use because you're pretty much getting a 3 elixir golem that doesn't give your opponent any advantage because they're going to have infinite elixir anyway. That was rough. That was over quick. I mean, we're 1 minute in. Yeah. Well, that's all right. Good game, Danny. Bros. He's doing the sneaky. I'm guessing you're talking about Dax or something. Welcome back, Expo Witch player. Where's Danny? He was playing a game with me. So if you want, I can do like a... I kind of figured a lot of people had questions about the chaos mode though, like you did, because I mean, I feel like a lot of people struggle. Here's the thing though, I mentioned this in the video. Gape wants to do a battle. Okay, we'll do one chaos mode, and then if you want to play, we can play a game. But a lot of people kind of have questions about what cards to draft, but at the end of the day, that's really not the... At the end of the day, I would say luck is the biggest factor, but like in this case, I would probably choose Baby Dragon. Giant, I usually pick something of substance over spirits. So if you're offered like Heal Spirit or Ice Spirit or E Spirit, those are not bad. And we're actually going to take Poison as well, just because as good as Rage is, Poison and Fireball both have really, really broken modifiers. So I just tend to pick. I don't really pick based on. I don't really pick based on what deck would have the most synergy. Like if I have. Okay, that was. Don't know about that. Oh, I guess he's got Bouncy Rocket. But I tend to just keep in mind you don't draft necessarily on what has the most synergy. You just draft on what kind of has the potential to be the most broken modifier. I don't know if that makes any sense, but so he's going to go with that. Let's poison this, I think. Like for this one, Dark Prince, not a horrible modifier, but the Tornado Fireball is a much better one. This is kind of, I would consider this one of the more, I mean, there's a Fireball modifier, the Epic one, that is even more broken than this. Okay, that was really bad. The Dark Prince went in front. But like here, the Flying Machine actually may take that out. Yeah, just because its hit speed is so quick. Okay, let's go with this. If he goes with a mortar, that is fine with me. Okay, Bouncy Rocket is pretty much going to take care of that whole thing. Continuous Lava, we'll go with Sparky Spear Goblins, I think. Just because... And we'll just wait for him to play something else like that. And then we can just... Okay, he got Chain Zap. Good to know. Hopefully he plays a Mortar at the bridge. That way we can just get a free... Like, this is a free Goblin Giant. Because, like, the Sparkies are just gonna... They take a really long time to shoot for some reason. I think they might take as much time as an actual Sparky. But I think they do a Sparky's amount of damage on the tower, so... Let's go with this. Let's wait for his Mother Witch or his Hunter. Or even his Skeleton Army. And, okay. He's gonna rage, but... Let's see, you want to tell me something lots of people don't know about me? Alright. What is that? What is a fact about you, Spruce? Okay, hold on. Okay, not my best attempt at a push there. Okay, he doesn't have like a mortar modifier, right? So I think we're fine to go Lava Hound in the back. If it was a Barbarian launcher or something, maybe it would be a different story, but that'll be a good game. You're a triplet. Wow, that's unique. Yeah, that's really unique. That's a cool fact. I did not know. How many siblings do you have? Like, do you just have 2 other siblings, or do you have more than that? Epic Zap modifier. When kill troop, it zaps again. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was. Because, yeah, that makes sense. That's... Because I know, like, when you zap something, if there's more of them, there's more zap. So I kind of assumed, like, it just maybe put 1 zap for every troop in the unit, which it sounds like it does, but it sounds like it's only when it kills a unit that it zaps again. So I guess it's good against... Really good against skeletons, witch, guards, that sort of thing. But the Epic Zap modifier is really, really good. You have 4 of the siblings? Okay. Nice. You're the youngest? Cool, cool. Oldest sibling is a sister. That is the same with me as well. Looks like gameplay is not online. We'll hop into another game. My 2 oldest siblings are both sisters, so I grew up with older sisters. Do I like the 14 card deck? Not necessarily. One of the other things I forgot to mention, Noob, I don't love that you have to wait for your deck to, like, when you use a card, you have to wait until, like, sometimes you'll have no cards in your hand to even play because you have to wait until it gives you more cards, unlike Clash, where if you play a card, it refreshes right away. I just, that's one of the other things that I don't love about Cal. Yeah, it's definitely different. I don't know if it's a good different though. Okay, let's see if we can. There's no way he gave us. Okay, this is. There's no way he gave us Skeleton Barrel, right? Because I don't think we chose Skeleton Barrel. So he gave us Skeleton Barrel. I think that's kind of a good sign that someone. I mean, unless he got something really, really. I mean, unless he got offered poison or something as the other option, but giving your opponent Skeleton Barrel, that's. I mean, I think so. In my opinion, Skeleton Barrel is probably like top 2 or 3 cards in the whole game. Okay, we're actually gonna. Huh, we'll spawn this on his tower, I think, and use our Archer Queen ability. Because I think we should still be fine, even though the Spear Goblins are gonna be enchanted. Okay, okay. Hopefully we get, if we got the giant skeleton barrel next time, that would be we're actually not going to play it just because of that, just because there's a chance we could get that modifier. We didn't get it, but the Berserker Dash is not bad either. If you don't know, it gives random 1 card. Okay, hold on. Let's just go with our P.E.K.K.A.s. Take down the wizard. Let's go with arrows over here again. Go with an ability again. A lot of times when I see arrows, I choose arrows even if I already have a fireball, just because of that Archer Queen ability. Like, okay, he does have a wizard fireball, but we actually, hold on. Let's go with this. Hopefully distract the wizard, and then let's use our ability as soon as we can. Skeleton barrel. We'll take the skeleton barrel one again. Wait, so gives you a random card. Is that where, like, I wanted to ask you, is it a good idea generally to, is it generally a good idea? Because a lot of times you'll run out of, alright, you know what, at least we have an Archer Queen. For defense, I don't know if it'll be enough. Okay, we misplayed the Berserker a bit. I think we're still fine, and no, we don't think we are. And I don't know why I'm leaking a bunch of elixir either. I think we survived, but that was yeah, I have a bad habit of just sitting and watching the gameplay. Is this, you want to know if this was real Clash Royale? Thankfully, this is not the actual game. No, this is a game mode. It's called Ken's Chaos Draft League. So this is regular Clash. There's other game modes where you can play regular Clash. This is just a specific game mode in Clash. So all of that crazy gameplay, it's just a mode in the game. So, Stall, what's up? You're too stoned for this chaos mode? Yeah, it is definitely a crazy mode. I don't think, I would assume you have to get like maybe 2150 or something to get a rank in the top 10k. That's just a guess. Lloyd, you want a 1v1? All right, that's fine with me. Are you wanting to do a chaos 1v1 or just a normal just a normal one? You're gonna head out 10:30. That's all right. Thanks for being here, Spruce. Hopefully you get a good amount of sleep. Promise to do a 1v1. Yeah, I left the game after I finished that game that I said I was gonna finish, and I didn't see you online or in the chat, so I just hopped into another one. But if you want to play a 1v1, that's fine. He got the jump attack, more damage. All right. See if he's going to go with his Mega Knight at the bridge. No, okay. Just normal when you're in the... Oh, you're in the clan? Okay, in the... Are you in the Squash Fam one, or are you in, like... Are you in the main... Are you in the main clan, like the Respect Women clan? Because there's a few different accounts I have. There's one that's kind of the Squash Fam clan, which is like which is kind of the my specific clan, but then there's also, this is my main account, I would say. Why don't I like you, noob? I mean, no matter how many times I say this, I don't know if you'll fully understand, but I'm not able to, like, as much as I want to do everything all at once, I'm not able to, I mean, I'm not able to read every message in the chat and play the game decently at the same time, so I kind of have to choose which one I... Oh, hold on. Okay, he's got the ranged attack Valkyrie. Okay, let's poison this, I think. You always want an answer? Yeah, I know you always want an answer, but you know, just because you want something, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm able to give it to you. Like, I could read the chat mostly, but then that would translate to really horrible gameplay, because then the majority of my focus is going to be on the chat. I mean, I'll read your messages as much as I can. Honestly, we will just yeet a rocket at his tower. He got the Spawn Mother Witch. Okay. How's it going, 3 dots? I'm doing okay today. How are you? Alright, we'll get some brawlers maybe on the tower. Okay, he's got the Mother Witch spawner. I think one of the brawlers will actually... Okay, hold on a second. I think we'll take the Goblin Party Rock. I don't actually think this does any damage to towers if you just throw it directly. I think it does extra damage, and then it just converts... Hold on. I think it just does extra damage and converts any unit in it into a goblin. So if we go like that... Hold on a second. Let's poison this again. Whoa, okay, why is this... For some reason my computer thingy is opening up. I think we survive. Even though he's got the... Did he have the infinitely jumping Mega Knight before and he just didn't use it? Okay, I didn't notice he had that. Maybe that was the most recent modifier he got. Favorite card, Castle Crush. Reading noob chat is more important. You're the most important chat. I need to read you always. Noob, I'll read your messages as much as I can. How's it going, Techno? How are you doing today? Stream is frozen. What the? Game is frozen? Okay, let me... That's weird. Let me try deactivating and activating it again. Okay, I think it should be fixed now. Dude, is that better? Okay, go Castle Crush. I mean, I'll join Castle Crush as soon as I... Yeah, as soon as I'm able to join your... might as well keep the same deck. I think this is the one we played against Danny in the 7X Elixir. Okay, it's working good? Alright. Play Castle Crush on this broadcast? Probably not on this broadcast, but I'll definitely play it. Like, I don't know if I'll play it on broadcast. I'll definitely play it with you. Like, whether or not that means, It most likely just means joining your clan, playing a game with you, if you'd like. Like, I can do that. So I just have to figure out how to join your clan first. Make sure it's the right one. Dang, Mother Witch. Just going to town. Let's just go with this on the other side. See community button for your clan. I mean, noob. I don't know if there's a setting that I like. Do you have to change your region? Like, do you have to change something? Because like I looked up that same ruin, and nothing showed up. So I don't know if I didn't know why that was, but I tried looking up that same ruin. I didn't get any search results, so I don't really know why that is. But Fenrir wants to be leader of your clan. Okay. Let's just go with this. Go with that. Go with that. Go with loss of a tower. Dax, are you heading out? See ya. Too late. That is all right. Thank you for joining. Hopefully we can. Hopefully I can see you in the next stream. Okay, let's go with this, and then just for this skeleton. Maybe I should have waited a little bit on the Mother Witch. All right, well, that is gonna do it. Sus emotes that I'm using? I don't think I've even used an emote, but you're playing next? Yeah, if you want to play next. I don't know if I read what clan you're in. Are you in the main clan or are you in the Squash Fam one? Because this is a main account that I'm playing on, which is in a different clan. I'm in another YouTuber's clan. So should I switch over to my other account? Good game. Good game. Oh, okay. Is this you? Mr. Cat? Also, how's it going? How's it going, Orozo? Got work tomorrow? Don't need a flex. Fenrir, you could probably... I mean, what kind of jobs would be available to you? Like, I'm sure there's jobs that... I mean, you know, maybe maybe it's too much if you're going to university and you got other things going on to have a job. But if you want a job, you can probably get one. Okay, what is this? All right, well, let's give this one a go. Like, there's probably jobs that you can get if you like. Maybe you could get a part-time job for Fenrir. Maybe it wouldn't be the most enjoyable if it's just a job in retail or convenience, but worshipping goth mommies for a living, that's going to be your job. I mean, how much do they pay? That's so gay. I mean, depends on the pay, I guess. Like, if the pay is good, you gotta make a living somehow. I mean, I'm not speaking as far as like I would do something like that, but it seems right up Fenrir's alley. So you do it for free. That's true, but like, what's the point of a job if you're not making money to provide, sort of thing, right? Maybe I mean, sometimes you can do jobs just for the actual enjoyment of the job, but I mean, I don't know. I kind of assumed the point of a job was to make money. So you would watch Fenrir watching Goth Mommies? That's a little suspect. If the pay's good, then I'll be no. Okay, no, it's not something that I would do. Like I was just saying, I'm not going to judge Fenrir. That's all I was saying. I'm not going to judge Fenrir if he wants to do something like that. So, user not found. You think job was bad? Why do you say that? Like you think your last job was bad, or are you talking about something else? Hmm. Do we need a Tesla? I think we're probably okay, right? Okay, I guess that works. Don't love your job. Job your love? What does that even mean? I think we'll just go... We'll go with this in the back. I feel like we can probably, hopefully defend a balloon. If it comes. Maybe we'll go with this anyway. Maybe it was not necessary to go with a Tesla as well, but let's see. Maybe if we're really lucky. Okay, I guess we didn't have enough elixir for the ability. Okay. Please tell me. We're actually pretty even as far as damage goes. I'm tempted to rocket like only that, but I think we'll hold our horses. I think we'll calm down a little bit. E-Giant the bridge. I think healer... Okay, yeah, I was going to say healer is still... Like, I know she doesn't heal herself anymore, but she still heals other troops. It's actually like it's actually kind of an even match. How's it going, Jerry? I am doing okay. How about you? Surely that Tesla still... Yeesh, that was a rough... I don't actually know if we can get back to another rocket in time to rocket the tower. We might have just cooked ourselves. I don't know why I use my... Hold on. Dang, we were 40 HP away. I'm doing okay, Jerry. How about you? How are the turntables? Basically means don't watch Josh, watch us. Okay, you were talking about yours if you don't love a job. Yeah, I mean that's true. It's important to have a job that you enjoy. But the thing is, okay, hold on a sec. Let me adjust this real quick. It's important to have a job that you like, because otherwise, like I've had jobs in the past that I haven't enjoyed going to, and it's just not like it's just not enjoyable if you feel like you have to show up to do something that you don't want to do. So nice job, Lloyd. Let's take probably Musketeer. All right, created a new clan. Nice. That's good. I'll take a look and try to if you created a new clan, I'll look it up, see if I can find it this time. So, Flying Machine or Lava Hound? I guess Lava Hound, but maybe that was a bad idea. Your parents wouldn't let you do part-time jobs, class hierarchy and all? I guess that makes sense. So they just want that to be the first priority. It's just focusing all on university. I guess that kind of makes sense. Sorry if you're being annoying. How's the work on the SMP going? Not great. I'm thinking of making like Danny like maybe an operator, so maybe he can help out because he does a lot of research. I don't know if like I mean I think Danny's asked in the past, so as long as he's up for it, I'm thinking of maybe just giving him more like the ability to use more. Okay. We just play a musketeer in the back. This always happens. As soon as we just play a card, we get a really good modifier for that card. All right. Let's play this here, I guess. But that's what I was thinking. I should probably do that just because he does a lot of research as far as commands to type, things to do to fix certain issues, and I figured he would maybe be able to help out a bit with that because I'm kind of struggling to, as I'm reading like instructions for how to do certain things. I've tried out a couple of things, and for some reason, I can trust you. Yeah, I do trust Danny. Change your clan to Which Never Die. All right, sounds good. Jeremiah, how's it going? You have a Royal Giant deck to try. You have over 14k trophies. Okay, what did he get? The spawn into Rebecca. Is it just me, or did he spawn that in like a really bad spot? Like, I feel like if you can spawn it on the tower, why don't you just do that? He like spawned it on the off to the side. Okay, well, we're not gonna play a Lava Hound just yet because we don't have a modifier for it, so it doesn't make the most sense. So, Jeremiah, we can probably give your deck a try after this. I can go into a classic challenge and give it a go. Okay, there we go. His brain is developing. He's putting the P.E.K.K.A. on the tower. And I feel like, okay, we can definitely take the right. There's only 25 HP over there. So we got to start going in for the left-hand side, I think. We'll also drill. We got to prepare ourselves against that, against a P.E.K.K.A. attack. Okay, I don't think we have another... We're just going to Fireball just to be safe. And make sure we can take that. And I think... Okay, there's 10 HP on the tower. Surely we can get back to another Fireball. I hope, I pray. Yes, okay. Am I happy in my life? Can't say that I am, user. I can't say that I am as of right now. I'm trying to, you know, there's definitely some things I need to fix, some things I need to change, so not entirely, but how about you? Okay. Do you have a hashtag in your actual clan, noob? Is it hashtag Which Never Die, or is it just Which Never Die? Okay, I think these are all mostly decks that we try out that other people recommend. So, okay, no, we're not doing that. We're adding a new deck. So it uses Mirror in it. Okay. Evo Knight, Mirror, Bomber, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Am I missing the bomber? Oh yeah, okay. I am just blind. Let's see. Mini P.E.K.K.A, Royal Giant, Musketeer. I think we grabbed the Musketeer, so Royal Giant, and then Bats, I think, is the last. Yeah, Bats is the last one. Okay, so you said Evo Knight. What's the other Evo? Because we could use Evo Musketeer. We could use Evo. I think most people would probably use Evo Royal Giant. You could go Evo Bats. Which Evo do you use, Jeremiah? How's it going, LL4? Hopefully you're doing well. Am I already done with Chaos? No, I'm just taking a break to try out a deck Jeremiah recommended, but we'll probably jump back into a few Chaos games after this. Spruce, you want me to try your deck? This is usually what happens when we try one person's deck, though. We try, everyone wants their deck to be tried. Why is there no one in Minecraft? Well, the server is still a little bit in shambles, I would say. I guess we could just... I could just put in Evo Royal Giant unless you want another Evo used. So, Evo Bomber could work. I guess we'll go with this. If it turns out that you use a different Evo, then we can give that a try, but let's see how this works. Why don't I want to see your 1 million messages? Well, that's exactly why. Because there are 1 million of them. Noob said Evo Bats. All right, you think we should have gone with... I'm kind of glad we didn't, because Executioner would do really well against them. I think this guy, he might be playing... Never mind. Okay, I thought maybe he was playing that deck with Valkyrie and, like, Lightning. Like, I know there's a Hog, Lightning, Executioner deck, but this looks maybe like something else. This takes skill. Musky Hero could be replaced for Evo Bomber. Okay, so do you only use... Jeremiah, do you only use one Evo? Okay, let's just go with this. Like, do you just use Evo... What's it called? Evo Knight, and then you use Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A and Hero Musketeer? Evo Musketeer and Evo Bats you hate. I mean, why do you hate them, noob? Because your deck should do well against them. Like, you have Witch, which does pretty well against Evo Bats, so... You lost your goal. You don't know where to start. Everything lost. Oh, sorry to hear that, user. Hopefully things are able to turn up. You're able to achieve your... Okay, I think he's got Zap and Freeze apparently as well. I don't even know if this... I don't think this counter push is even going to do a whole lot of damage, because I think he has Executioner, right? So, let's go with the Royal Giant on the other side. Okay, it will heal up the Mini P.E.K.K.A. Don't know about that. We could, I mean, we could Royal Giant and then Mirror. We could mirror the Royal Giant if we need. Do we need to? It's not even gonna... We don't have a spell in this deck for the minion horde, so maybe you could try... You got to 14k trophies with this exact deck. And not like a... I mean, you don't think it... Most Royal Giant decks that I know use like a Fireball or something. This one just doesn't have a spell. But you know what? Let's give it a go with the one that you recommended, which was Hero Musketeer, I think, right? Let's give it one more go. Try Expo Witch deck for you. Noob, I feel like we try Expo Witch deck a lot. Did I like kindergartners when I was in kindergarten? You're going to find some way to twist this and make it sound perverted. When I was a kid, I also liked other kids, yes. Okay. Well, let's just go with this. The thing though is if he has any Okay, let's heal this up. Please don't have a spell. Okay. I think this is a Three Musketeers deck. This is another one of those decks where a fireball or a poison or a lightning would come in real handy. But the main key of this deck is to cycle. Cycle out your Royal Giant to chip the tower damage. Yes, but like in a case like this, like, don't you think it'd be a good idea to have a spell in your deck? Because if we go up against a minion horde, which we went up against last round, or most likely Three Musketeers, which I think we're up against this round, you don't really have a great answer for either of those. So maybe it would be more beneficial to put a big spell in your deck. Well, I think that tower is gone. I mean, my opinion of the deck, I would definitely put in a spell. Like, the fact that there's not even a log or anything, and you just have to rely on Bomber or something to take care of a skeleton army or anything like that, that would just be my recommendation. But if it's worked well for you, then I can't, you know... Okay, there's Three Musketeers. I can't speak too much on, you know, if it got you to 14k, maybe it's real solid. Maybe it's worked for you. But I don't know, it just seems like I've played decks without spells before, and you tend to struggle. But you're doomed? Yeah, I think so. So that was rough. Royal Recruit and Machine is the best decks. Yes, as far as the best no skill deck, shout out Nithin Johnson 4859. I would agree. Your day's been ruined. Yeah, my day would be ruined if I saw that as well. All right, well, we might jump back into a few more Chaos games before logging off for the day. Holy Docs. I mean, you're commenting. Here, we'll jump into another one of these. You now? Are you asking for your deck, you mean? You want me to try out your deck? Can replace Bomber for Skeleton Barrel? I mean, would that help? I don't know. I mean, Skeleton Barrel is still not a spell, so how would that work? Honestly, this is tough because pigs have some of the most broken modifiers in the game, but Fireball is a counter to pigs, and it's important to have a big spell. So, all right, noob. There's no need to throw out the cussing. Yeah, because he got. And look at that. Fireball is the dang 7th card in our... Alright, we're not gonna complain. It's just frustrating when they choose an answer. When you choose an answer to their card, and then they get the modifier that you need it for. Okay, well, it's fine. Hopefully we can rely on P.E.K.K.A. for the most part to defend this. We have Fireball now for the pigs if he wants to go with them. Visible when not attacking. This one's pretty good. I like this Hunter one. Does the fireball counter me too? I mean, what does that mean, counter me? It's really, honestly, it's really tempting to use this on the witch, because the fireball that burns the ground does kill the witch. But on the other hand, we need it. We need it for the pigs. So we kind of need it for that, though. Please go with pigs in the same lane. I mean, I guess he's always going to split. I guess that's a good idea of him to always split them, just because he can see that we have the fireball modifier. So charges swarms of bats. I guess this one. So elixir collector. Oh yeah, you were talking about the last round. Yeah. Well, maybe the hunter can get some damage on the right. Okay. He's got infinite roots. Okay. We missed the Mother Witch. That's... I mean, there's not anything that we can do for that. If we played a Dark Prince, it would get infinitely vines. So we kind of have to just let that go, I think. Super Fireball. The Super Fireball one is really, really good. Even though he's got vines, which is going to be good for the Dark Goblin, I also think we need... I think we just need maybe a little bit more damage dealing. Okay, we'll Fireball this time. I think we are... I think we're cooked again. Well, that's all right. We gave it our best shot. Oh, I mean, if the game had gone on for a little bit longer, maybe it would have been close, but... All right. Infinite Vines is crazy. Yeah, for some reason, like, when I see the Vines, oftentimes I'll pick it because it's incredibly good. But whenever I pick Vines, I never seem to get the modifier. Like, I always seem to get the Vines plus 2 targets or whatever. Plus 2 targets and bigger radius. And then whenever my opponent gets Vines, it's like they get the infinite Vine. So it's like if I pass out on the Vines and give it to them. Anyway. Try Expo Witch deck. Alright, you know what, noob? I'll do that. I'll try out an Expo Witch deck after this game. Why is Poop Squash so poop? Well, that's not very nice. Okay, usually they... Honestly, don't even know why I arrows nothing. Okay, that was a really bad choice by me. I don't know what I was doing there. I didn't realize the miner... I thought when the firecracker was shot away, the miner would retarget onto the tower, but that was a mistake. You're using the wrong deck? Okay, I guess if you want to... I could just take your tower if you want. You want to switch out your deck for the next one. I don't think this balloon is even going to take the tower, but maybe the Inferno Dragon will. Arrows for the grand entrance for the P.E.K.K.A? Yes, that's all it was. It was just entrance for the P.E.K.K.A. All right, well, you can switch out your deck though. What do I think of the Evo Witch rework? Honestly, I don't actually think the Witch is unusable. Like, I kind of assumed that when she was nerfed, nobody would use her anymore because she would be a really bad card. I think she's still viable. Like, she's definitely weaker, which is good because I think in my opinion, she needed a nerf because like more than half of the decks in the mid ladder use her. So, but like the fact that she has quite a bit more health when she heals from the first wave, I don't think she's a bad. I don't think she's a bad card. I think she's decent. So, okay, let's swap these around. This is the deck that we have. All right, this is his proper deck. She doesn't need a nerf. I mean, it's hard to balance her. Thank you, Sadin. It's hard to balance her because in the mid ladder, she's incredibly toxic. It seems like almost everyone uses her. It seems like she's incredibly dominant there and incredibly annoying there. But then in top ladder, she's not really used. Like it's not like she's used by professionals in what? It's not like she's used by professionals in CRL, like so it's tough to balance her because like do you buff her for the the sake of it being able to be more competitive? You know what? I don't really want... Okay, that was definitely not the best freeze. I was just thinking maybe if we can prevent the Prince from charging. So she's a hard card to balance. I think you've brought that up before as well. Like you've brought up, she's a hard card to balance. Her mechanic makes it really, really difficult. But overall, I think it was a good nerf. Like I think she needed it. So, and I don't think she's nerfed to the ground either. Like you can still use her. I've seen you use decks with her. I've gone against other people that have also gone against other people as well who have also been using her, and she doesn't seem horrible. So those are just my thoughts, but is this opponent haha a viewer? Yeah, I forget who. I think that's Trick. Make that Trick. I think that's his username. So there was a time when which was the worst card? Yeah, Noob knows all about that. Like if you want to know about Witch history, he is the guy to talk to. Like he knows all about the balance changes, when Witch was buffed, when Witch was nerfed, when she was good, when she was bad. So he can definitely, he knows all about that. But I think it was, I forget when exactly it was. It might have been in 2019 or something when like she was nerfed and she was the worst card in the game, something like that. I remember hearing that from him. So calling a good game already. All right, well, guess he's confident. Okay, let's go with these now, I think. And okay. I guess we'll just freeze just to get rid of the bats. I think he's one fireball away. Let's go with this on the other side. Arrows as well. 3 spells. All right. Nice. Good game. In 2020. Okay, I thought it was the year before. I thought New mentioned in 20... Maybe it was the very end. Maybe it was November of 2019 or something that she was nerfed. But you don't know why this guy getting cocky using a deck he made versus a deck he generated? Yeah, I mean, I'm just used to it at this point. Like, I mean, gameplay does it. A lot of other people do it. It's like, I've never played friendly battles to really be competitive. I just like to play around, but you know, nothing wrong with emoting. We'll probably use Hero Knight over Hero Ice Golem, just because Hero Ice Golem I think was nerfed, right? I don't think its ability fully freezes a card anymore. Let's see. Damage per blast, slowdown. Let's see. I think that's one of the balance changes that they did, right? What's up, Annihilator? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't freeze cards anymore. We'll probably go Hero Knight. Um, okay, I guess ABD hopped into a game. But I guess this does give us a good opportunity to try out. There have been other decks people have wanted us to try. Spruce. I don't know if Spruce is still here. He wanted me to try out his deck. Noob obviously wanted me to try out his Expo Witch deck. So let's see if that's in his. There we go. It doesn't use Witch though. Looks like Expo Ice Wizard. So you remember? Okay, I guess you must have been gifted a membership by, might have been Umaima or Danny that donated a membership to you. So yeah, big W's. They've donated quite a few memberships. So fun fact, Witch Mommy was created specifically for Noob. I would not be surprised. Noob, what do you think about us using this? It sounds like you do want us to use Witch instead. So Witch, Expo, Valkyrie, Tesla, Fireball. Okay, Berserker. So no skeletons. Ice Spirit's still there, but I think we're just missing Witch and Berserker. I'm guessing, I think you use the Berserker hero, right? And I would assume, do you use Evo Tesla? Or do you use, like, I thought I saw you using Hero Valkyrie. Evo Archers? That's what I've been telling Noob. Like, I've been telling Noob the Evo Archers version of Expo is much more popular and I think much better. But like Noob is insistent on using Valkyrie and Witch, even though I'm telling him Knight and Archers are a little bit cheaper and they do a lot of the same thing. They're not quite as good against splash damage, so like this deck is better against something like Recruits, but I mean he loves using this deck, so use 3 skeletons. All right. How is that? Should we use Evo Valk or Hero Valk? I mean, yeah, Evo Archers, the power shot was nerfed a little bit, but they're still pretty strong, I think, right? Can I try Galvanstein Archers Pigs? I guess yeah, while we wait for confirmation from Noob, we'll build your deck. You can use Evo or Hero. You use Evo. All right. Cool. Let's add. This looks like an interesting deck. Using Galvanstein and Pigs. So, let's see. Pigs, Archers. What else? Bomb Tower, Skellies, and Lightning. Bomb Tower. I think I'm missing a. You said Spirit? Is it like Ice Spirit or E Spirit? I guess I'm missing a couple cards. Is there one I'm missing? Pigs, Bomb Tower, Spirit, Skellies, Lightning. What card? What card am I missing? There's a reason why this deck has never seen the light of Ultimate Champion yet. Are you talking about Noob's deck, Fenrir? The Expo Witch? Whose deck is this? I mean, here's the thing. It doesn't look like the worst in the world. Like, I've seen Pigs Lightning decks. Even Galvanstein Lightning could work. Evo Archers are solid, and Bomb Tower is a good defensive card. So it does look a little bit. It does look untraditional, but I can see this working out. Musketeer Ice Wiz. Okay, let's go. We'll probably go Ice Wiz just because I don't know, we already have Archers, which seems like they kind of do the same thing as that. So we'll give Noobs a try. We'll switch it out for Evo, and then Scour, we can try yours after this. If there's no Mega Knight, it's a horrible deck. Danny, come on, you gotta get over your. It pains me to see someone I care about use Mega Knight. But Expo Witch skilled. Evo Witch needs buff. I mean, I don't know about that, noob. It's such a like I have a couple alt accounts that are like in the 5 to 8,000 trophy range. Every deck I go up against uses Witch, so there's so many witches in that arena. Like I don't even know. It's just such a used card that I don't want it to be buffed, but she is very much a mid ladder card. Okay, hopefully he goes pump again. Let's see, what does he have? He just has spirits and... Okay, there's no way he has enough for the... Okay, that was obviously a bad decision. I was like, there's no way he has enough... Maybe that wasn't too bad. I was just thinking there's no way he has enough of elixir for the ability, but I guess I slightly miscalculated. Okay. Definitely log the spirit away. Just in case he's got a zap or something. Alright. We might just set up Expos on defense now. So, Wizard is the same problem as Witch. No one uses in top ladder. I would agree with that. But one thing I will say, it seems like Executioner has been getting some use. Also, Valerie, welcome. Hopefully you're having a good day. It seems like Executioner, especially the Evo Executioner, was pretty used, like, both in mid ladder. Like, it's not as common as Mega Knight, obviously, but like it seems like it got enough use in mid ladder to 14K ladder to also being viable in CRL. So it seems like Evo Executioner, that's another one of those ranged splash cards you were talking about. I think this guy might have given up. All right, well, that was pretty solid. Shrek, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Exy is OP because Evo OP. I mean, yeah, I think the Evo Executioner was nerfed a little bit. Way less after... Yeah, they nerfed the range a little bit. I think they nerfed... Didn't they nerf the close range damage as well? You're saying Evo Xe is bad now? I've still seen a decent amount of it. Marks, we can... I said we try out Scour's deck. If you want us to play Lumberloon after that, we can give that a go after. We are up against Joe. All right. Oh, your Drock on your aunt's phone? All right. Nice. Well, good seeing you, Drock. Okay. I guess he was just cycling his arrows. No, please do not be E-Golem. I have a feeling that's exactly what we're up against. Alright, well, I'm thinking very likely that's what this is. So, we did just use our bomb tower, but if he does go with an E-Golem, we have some answers for it. Yeah, Rage, Arrows, Night Witch. You already know. Okay, let's just go with this again. If he goes E-Barbs again, that is... Okay, Skeleton King. Alright. Okay. I think we can go with an RR Ice Whiz if he had gone with his ability there. Enemy no skill. I mean, I agree with that 100%. I mean, he's using E-Golem E-Barbs, so yes, I would agree it's no skill. So we'll just go with this. Hopefully he spends Elixir over there. Doesn't look like he's... Okay, he's going to. Okay, Evo Archer. Doing work against the E-Golem, maybe. This is not fantastic. Let's go with an E-Spirit in case he wants to use his ability. Okay. We do take a lot of damage. We haven't even used our Goblinstein. Maybe we should. Maybe... Yeah, maybe... Maybe we ought to use our Goblinstein here. Okay. We're probably not going to be able to use the ability because... I think we might have to use the ability now. No, we didn't even need... Why did I do that? Okay, that was one of the worst... That was one of the worst Goblinstein abilities I've ever done. Let's go with this over here. Let's go with these as well. Okay, let's go with this again. And let's go with pigs now. I think we will... Yeah, let's use our ability. Do some damage to the E-Barbs. That's not on the tower. Let's try and cycle back to another... Let's cycle back to another Goblinstein, because I don't think he's got a building. So we can probably go with this at the bridge. Okay, he's going to try to spell down the Doctor. Also not on the tower. Oh, man. Alright, we have to... Hold on a sec. There's a minute left. He's going to try to void cycle us. Alright, let's go with this. Let's go with our ability. Surely this makes it to the tower. That's got to be game. Thank goodness. You know what? Let's throw out that. If you're playing E-Golem, E-Barbs, you deserve it. Why didn't I lightning the tower? You mean, what did I lightning? I just lightning the E-Barbs on offense because I was like, I just figured if they stayed alive, they would do too much damage. So you're on the plane heading back from your dive trip. 15 dives in 7 days. Dang, that sounds like a lot of fun. Hopefully it was good. All right, we'll add a Lumberloon deck. I wonder if we can just go to... I wonder if this is the deck that Umaima has. No, I guess it's something else. I was going to say she runs Lumberloon. You know what we do? Maybe we try... I don't know if Fenrir is here, but we can try out the... We can try out the Pickles deck. This one is... No, never mind. Okay, even that is... I guess even she changed her deck. All right, let's make that Lumberloon. There's another YouTuber who uses Lumberloon, whose clan I'm in, so we might as well... We'll make that. See how it is. Firecracker... Valkyrie... What am I missing? I think there's Mini P.E.K.K.A and Tornado. Okay, what is not here? What card am I missing? Today's Pickle's birthday? Am I getting you a gift? Okay, why would I get you a gift for that? That's... Fenrir, what card am I missing again? Lumberloon, this, Mini P.E.K.K.A. Valkyrie, Tornado. I forget what the last card is. I'm not sure. Let's see, it's just a matter of... You don't remember either? Yeah, it's a matter of what hero / Evos should we use. We could go Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. Could go Evo Lumberjack. Barrel? Let me just look through. Because I'm sure I'll know it when I see it. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, Baby Dragon, that's right. We could use Evo Baby Dragon as well. for a speedy balloon. All right, well, let's give this a go. This is definitely not the most meta Lumberloon deck, but it's kind of, I think it's a unique homemade deck she put together. So, do I see your main on my friends list? I'm not sure. I haven't looked, but I can take a look after and see if you're there. Please do not use the ability. We're gonna go with that just because he seems like the kind to. All right. Well, we'll try to make a little. All right. This guy's playing Lumberloon as well. All right. We actually at 9 elixir. I think we'll spam it at the bridge as well. I feel like this is. I feel like this is what Pickles would do. Let's go with it. Let's see what he's got. He's got Evo Valkyrie as well. Inferno Dragon. Hopefully that gets out of the... Okay, it does. Reset it. Okay. That's not too bad. Please, Firecracker, come back. Okay, we needed the Firecracker to help out there. So the difference is he's going to have Freeze. So it's going to have Inferno Dragon. We might have to Tornado this back if he decides to freeze. That's still probably going to get a hit, right? You're about to watch the new zombie movie after my stream? Okay, I don't think I've heard of what that is. What zombie movie is it? You want a 1v1, you're low in trophies, you're like 12,000? That's not too bad. 12,000 trophies is not... I wouldn't consider that low. So we can 1v1 if you'd like. After this, I'm totally up for that. Okay. Let's go with this off to the side. We're probably going to need our baby dragon as well. Can we hold on to our tower? No, we can't. But we can go Speedy Balloon. In the baby dragon wind, hopefully. Whoa, okay, somehow the Inferno Dragon, I thought it was on the baby dragon, it was on the balloon. Okay, okay. It might be over. Okay, just in case he decided to freeze. Let's... I don't think we can go balloon at the bridge. He's going to have his Inferno. Well, it was a good attempt. Maybe we'll give it another go. You win Castle Crush. Nice. Congrats, noob. What, you just won a single game? You win enemy BM every time after you win? Yeah, that happens. It sounds like Castle Crush is similar to a lot of other games in the sense that there's a lot of games have a really toxic, like people just like to gloat after they win. So, did I see the name of the movie? I didn't. It's called Colony, Korean zombie movie. Okay, that's cool. I've never heard of it, but sounds like an interesting movie. Enemy spam bridge. I mean, noob, can they even spam the bridge if there isn't a bridge? Because there isn't a bridge in Castle Crush. It's just, I mean, it's just one lane. So don't even think that there's a bridge. Speaking of BMing, that's what this guy's doing. All right. It's never over till it's over, even though he's got a lot of damage. Okay. Same guy who's top 10k in BM leaderboard. I talked a little bit about that in like my most recent, not the most recent video, but in a video that I made where I talked about like how it feels really good to BM. It feels really good to BM someone who is toxic. It doesn't feel good to BM someone who is wholesome, But because so many people are toxic, I end up BMing a lot of people. So, saying thanks. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know how we... I don't really know what we could have done better there. Let's maybe play a balloon. What air counters does he have? I think he's only played ground cards at the moment, right? He's played Ronin, Boss Bandit, Berserker. Okay. Executioner. Okay, you know what? Let's go with this over here then. Why did I... Okay, I don't know what I actually don't know what I was thinking there. I was thinking he was going to play a Ronin like in the middle. But my brain was just not functioning, I guess. So, yeah, Darius, you got it. Good game. Use Bowler Lumberloon. That's definitely a much more popular version, I will say. Like, Bowler, a lot of Lumberloon decks use Freeze as well. So that's... I mean, even if we take a tower, I think we're losing ours. And we're not even going to take a tower. But a lot of... That is the most popular version, I would say, of Lumberloon. Lumberloon, Bowler, Freeze. What else? Inferno Dragon, E-Drag. Some of them use Tornado, but not a ton. So we got to win one with this deck. So let's jump into one more. Ted Bundy's victims have never turned to serial killers. What point is that supposed to prove? You want a 1v1 as well? Is that Dia? Or am I thinking of someone else? I can't actually pronounce your... I don't actually speak your language, but... Like the language that your name is in, but I think... Didn't you join the Minecraft server a while ago and that was your name in the game? Or am I thinking of someone else? I think this guy's playing... I think I've seen this deck. I think it uses, like, Zappies as well. Okay. Alright. I'm wondering, you know what? This may seem like a horrible play, but I think he just used... I guess he's got a third... I was going to say, I think he just used, like, both of his... He used Wizard and Zappies, so I was like, maybe we could go with just a plain balloon. Please, Castle Crush broadcast. No, but like I said, I don't really... I played Castle Crush a decent bit. I got all the way up to almost the third arena. And it's just not a game that I enjoy, really. Like, it's just I just there's a lot of mechanics of the game that are just really bad. Like, for example, not having cards in your hand at times because you're waiting for the little timer to dispense cards to you. That's not a... I don't like that feature. I don't love that you know, whatever you place in a lane, every enemy automatically retargets to I mean, every enemy retargets to that exact unit, so there's no way to kill a push if they've built one, for the most part. So there's just... Right, I get that you enjoy Castle Crush, but there's just a lot of things that I... There's just a lot of things that I don't think are... Like, I wouldn't like to play it on stream, I don't think. So that's my hesitancy with doing it. Okay, let's see. Hopefully Mini P.E.K.K.A can target that. Dang, the Battle Ram is crazy. Alright. Let's go with this, and then go with a speedy balloon. Okay, maybe if we can get some death damage from the balloon, maybe we'll be alright. Okay, hold on. Mini P.E.K.K.A hit the ram. Okay, we may be in business. Maybe. Let's go with a balloon. I wonder if we can cycle... I think this guy gave up. Alright, well... There's a win with Lumberloon. Can I play Dig Bar? Clash Royale Freestyle? I don't know what that is. What is that? What is that, Paunch? Change target good. You use support after melee troop. I mean, that's not how it works, noob. Like, for example, like, imagine, just for you guys that maybe don't know how Castle Crush works, imagine that your opponent has a push, right? And there's, like, let's say your opponent has a mini P.E.K.K.A. The mini P.E.K.K.A gets on your tower. It gets one shot. You put archers to the side so that they can damage down the mini P.E.K.K.A. And the mini P.E.K.K.A walks off the tower and like kills them before going back. Like every single time you place a card to defend something, every enemy troop, no matter what they're targeting, targets the troop that you've played as opposed to the tower. Like it's not a very good game design in my opinion. Like maybe you really like it, noob. Yeah, I know there's not a mini P.E.K.K.A in Castle Card. That was just an example as far as like that's the Clash Royale equivalent. If you place something to defend something and it's targeting your tower, it'll kill your units before going back to the tower. And the worst part is that the tower isn't even shooting it. Like it would be as if you didn't have a princess tower. Like you guys have played that vault mode, whatever it's called. Maybe it's only in friendly battles, but you guys have played that mode where the tower doesn't shoot. It's just an empty vault. That's like Castle Crush. Like your tower isn't even damaging their troops. So there's just, I know you really like it, noob. It's not necessarily a game that I've played it. I don't love it. So would I be down for a co-op game after the stream? Yeah, that would be actually a lot of fun. There was actually another game that I was looking up that I was considering playing today that I think you can do co-op. It's called, what is it called? Let me look it up. It's called like Shield something. Shield Man? No, let's see. Okay, hold on just a second, ABD. I want to look up. It was Shield something. Steam game. It was kind of based on the Odyssey. A little bit. It was like a... No, that's not it. It was a game where I think you could play co-op with other people, but you would essentially like lead a little army. Like you'd be playing first person, you'd have like a little, it was like you were a Roman emperor and you would kind of lead the charge against, you would try to attack and kill other armies. It looked like a kind of a fun, goofy game. Seemed like it got good reviews. It seemed like a lot of people liked it. I forget exactly what it's called, but I think I heard someone mention that there was a co-op mode in that game. So like obviously that's not the one that we don't have to play that today because that's kind of like an on the whim thing, but we could potentially at some point. That looked like a fun game. Shield Wall? Yeah, I think that was it. Shield Wall sounds right. So it just looked like a, yeah. I'm not 100% sure there's multiplayer in that, but I'm pretty sure there is because you're fighting and trying to take down other real people. So I think there is a multiplayer mode where you can play and maybe be on a team with someone you know. At least I believe so. So that could be one that we play at some point. Doesn't necessarily need to be today, but just look kind of interesting. You like Castle Crush? There's no balance changes in 7 years. I mean, maybe that's the problem, noob. Like, I know Clash Royale doesn't make a whole lot of great balance changes. Like, there's a lot of things that they do that are definitely questionable. But balance changes are also, you know, important for a game. Like, it's important to have balance changes. So a game with no balance changes, it was popular 8 years ago. Yeah, that's I mean, that's kind of what I'm saying. if it was popular a really long time ago, hasn't really received any balance changes or anything since then, maybe it's time for a change. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Okay, that was a really bad Knight ability. I was hoping maybe we could keep the Inferno Dragon alive, but okay, let's just go with this in the back. We are not going to use our ability. Let's just go with this. We might just... I'm going to play as Cage. We might just try an Earthquake Cycle. I mean, this is maybe a bad idea because he's got Lightning. And by my calculation, Lightning Cycle beats Earthquake Cycle. But you never know. Okay, maybe we go like this to... Hold on. We get a Goblin on the tower. That's not bad. Okay, we haven't used our Goblin Curse. There's not really anything that we can use it on. Oh, is that going to line up with the... hold on. Okay, Inferno Dragon, I need you to touch the lava... Not the lava. The hog. Okay, we'll just cycle this again. Hold on. Okay, come back. I think we hold on. Maybe, hopefully. Okay, I think we just go like that. I think we can throw another Earthquake. I think we hold on. Alright. That was not too bad. This game's forgotten no one makes video anymore. I mean, that makes sense. If it's 8 years and nothing has changed, it's definitely a game, like, you gotta add things to your game to keep it unique. Whereas if you just, like, maybe it was good when it first came out, but if nothing has changed in 8 years, at the very least, people just get tired of it. People get tired of the exact same thing. So, you're supposed to finish your homework already, but you'll do it after the stream. Alright, wait, remind me what kind of... Like, I know you have a couple of different jobs. What are you pursuing a degree in again? Aren't you pursuing a degree in like some kind of counseling degree or like addiction therapy? I think we might play one more chaos mode game, or just surely we can't be that far off from a rank. Maybe we'll just try to win one more chaos mode game, and then call it a day. So we'll take Knight. Princess is not too bad. And then both of these have one modifier that can be really broken. The Night Witch has the spawning swarms of bats, but the Baby Dragon's got the fireball. So hopefully we can get lucky with our modifiers. Thank you for playing. ABD. We got Screaming Hog on the side. We'll throw out Screaming Hog as well. Alright. Okay, hopefully... Does that stun it from even spawning? I guess it does. I guess it stops it from even spawning goblins. Just completely immobilizes the drill. So that one is honestly... That might be one of my favorite Knight ones. Like, there's a lot of really good Knight ones. There's the extra health. There's the Mega Knight. But in my opinion, I really like... I mean, I really like the stun one. Just because a lot of the really heavy cards in this game that are really annoying, like the Royal Giant, Golem, you know, Giant, Charging Giant, get we get pretty much countered by the Knight. He got the Night Witch emote, or not the emote, he got the Night Witch one that I was afraid of him getting. The spawning swarms of bats one. So that's not fantastic. I mean, we just have to kill the Night Witch, otherwise it's going to just keep spawning stuff. And the Tesla stun, I'm realizing, actually does really, really well against our Royal Giant. He did just use it. So maybe we try to go with another one at the bridge. As soon as we possibly can. 200% range. This is like, I hate when this happens. We only have 2 modifiers. One for the Royal Giant and one for the Knight. And we have to replace one of them. Like, those are the only 2 options that were even offered. So like we kind of stinks that you have to replace one of your existing modifiers. We couldn't get any of the other 6 card modifiers that we don't have a modifier for yet. So let's poison this. Let's try going Hunter as well. We could use this. Oh, I guess I forget that we replaced the yeah. We now have the Mega Knight as opposed to the stunning one. Okay. Arrows attack, infinite rage. I guess we'll take arrows. Yeah, Screaming Hog is Isabella. Yeah. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, I spectate a lot of her games. Oh, no. We're going to go for a useless poison into a Tesla that's going to... Ah, man, it might be over. I mean, Mega Knight's good, but it's not going to be able to stop all these drills. Yeah, we got cooked on that one. I mean, there's not... And the Night Witch bats... This is exactly why I was debating choosing the Night Witch, because the Baby Dragon's got the Fireball one, which is really good. But when you can spawn 1,000,000 bats on the map like this, there's just nothing you can do. Mental health counselor. Okay, that's right. Someone said because the concentration is in addiction, you don't learn any mental health, but all mental health is part of addiction. I kind of agree with that for a large part of it, yeah. Brogat Riley, read it. Okay, Fenrir, let's not act like you would have played that better. As good as you are at this game, sometimes there's nothing you can do with the modifiers that you have. So we'll take Drill. It's a very underrated one. 3 Musketeers, Poison for sure, and then I don't think Noob is still here. We would have let him pick. I think if he had to pick one, I think he would definitely pick Witch. Alright, let's take Witch. I think Expo is good, but I think Witch is just a little bit better, especially since we have Poison. So he's not going to be able to poison it. Riley Reid is so fine. You love her movies? Okay. Well, you and Fenrir, you guys are welcome to talk about that as much as you would like. No. I'm praying that he does not get the giant skeleton barrel. Alright, let's just go with this. I don't think we'll play anything else until we see what the next set of modifiers is. Infinite Drill lifetime. Yes, these, if he does not have a big spell, I mean, he's going to have Executioner and Firecracker, which do really well, but we can just infinitely drill behind our tower, and if he doesn't have like a Fireball, then he's just going to have to snowball cycle them. Oh, man. Okay, he's going in. Don't think that was the best by him. Let's go with this. Let's try and get to another drill as soon as we can, just so that we can infinitely drill behind our tower again. You have to watch for research. Research? What kind of research is this? Furnace doesn't move. Sparky Spear Goblins. Furnace could also be a really annoying one as far as... No, okay, I meant to... Wait, no, that was not a... Okay, hold on. Did not mean to put a flying machine there. I meant to pick the Sparky Spear Goblins because I think overall that would have been a better... That would have been a better choice. Let's... Oh wait, no. We have the Sparky Spear Goblins. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, let's go with a witch behind. Let's drill again. Okay. Let's poison. Let's just keep setting up spawners behind. I think we'll go with just this at the bridge. Just to keep our witch alive. Permanent poison? Yeah, I'll take that as well. Just don't get Emily Willist. Okay, why... Alright, what's up, Music Dark? Okay, we will just permanent poison. Hold on, what is that? Alright, we're going to poison on defense. Just because I want to be able to defend that. We're going to have to get back to another poison, though, because eventually we want to permanent poison on offense as well. Okay. Let's go Furnace again. He's going in for a graveyard. If we can defend this graveyard, I think we'll win the game, but it's really, really tough when there's a wall breaker that spawns on your tower. Oh man, this, I think we're cooked. No, I thought the infinite drills would be able to do it. But she got surgery, ended up permanently as a vegetable. Dang, what kind of surgery was... That's why you said it? What kind of surgery was it? Like, what kind of surgery... If it was just cosmetic surgery... I didn't really think there was any cosmetic surgery that would allow... I mean, I guess any surgery can technically go wrong, but... Okay, we'll take Drill again. And then take Fireball. Are we blaming this on the gaming chair? No. It is, it's actually like an office chair. Like, it's not even... I don't know if I can show it on camera, but it's like a really... It's like a really creaky work chair that's not very comfortable to sit in. I have thought before about getting a gaming chair, but... I don't know, they're just... I think they're, for the most part, they're expensive, right? At least from what I've seen. So, I just didn't know if that would be worth the investment, because, like, it works. Like, this chair works fine. But, okay, we'll cycle this just to get to our witch. How do I know what an office chair looks like? As much as a chud as you may think I am, I've had a job. I've worked in offices. Ooh. The witch that spawns guards is good, don't get me wrong, but let's actually spawn a Dark Goblin. This one can be annoying. Our phone's at 10%. We gotta win a game sooner rather than later. We can't go on a losing streak forever. So, I mean, we can, but it's unlikely. Oh no. I should not have played my P.E.K.K.A over there. Alright, well, he got the giant skeleton balloon. It's going to be tough to come back against that. Let's just wait for the next modifier to show up. I'm going to go to sleep. Have a good day. Alright, sounds good. Thank you, ABD. Hopefully you're able to sleep well. Honestly, as much as I would want to take the fireball, we need a little bit more offense, I think. So let's go with that. Let's go with this. Let's go with Should we go with a P.E.K.K.A? Let's go with a P.E.K.K.A here. And then let's go with a Witch as soon as we can to help out with the Inferno Dragon. Okay, come on, Witch. Spawn another drill at his tower. This giant skeleton balloon is gonna be the end of me. Random skeleton troops, I guess we'll take that one. You got a grinder notification? Oh, you talking about my phone? I thought you were talking about yours. I was gonna say that would be very believable if you had got one. Okay, let's rage these up. Even though we're going into an executioner, I feel like we can do it. And we kind of need to take that tower. So we're gonna graveyard as well. Okay, I think we're gonna take the tower. We're gonna lose ours though. Yeah, I mean, we're on a 3L streak. We gotta play again. We can't end on that. As much as I'd wish. I didn't wish anything. You said it. I just assumed that you had gotten one. It took me a second to realize you were talking about the thing that popped up on mine. This is tough. We're gonna take this. Even though Mother Witch does hard counter Skeleton Barrel, we're gonna take Skeleton Barrel because we need to get the giant skeleton modifier. What's up, Sir Wellington? Thank you. Guess this one's not the worst. How has your day been, Wellington? You got the dash attack. That one's pretty good. It's pretty much just the Hero Berserker ability, but I think it's every time she's in range of a troop. Kind of like the bandit, I think. Where she'll kind of use her ability every single time she's within range of a troop. I mean, let's see, let's go like this. Just take care of the wizard at least. Alright, that's not the worst. Relax, Sir Wellington. Josh isn't going to sleep with you. You never know. You never know. It's obviously just a joke. USA is invading my hair. Is that so? Okay, let's actually go with these. That actually might have been a mistake, because I think it only buffs a card once the card dies. And I don't think any of our musketeers are dying. So, okay, there's one of them. Let's go with this again. And then... what do we do now? I think we'll take the tower. Spawn goblins, 2 zappies. These are not it. These are not... He got the wizard fireball. Well, I don't feel confident in our ability to hold on to the right-hand tower. I mean, with E-Golem and a dashing berserker, like, I don't think there's much we can do to hold on to that. We're just gonna have to go like this. Vines, the princess. Okay, we're just gonna have to, yeah. Nothing we can do to stop the berserker. Fireball attacks. These are both, I think we're gonna take the fireballing one. Can I tell me about your insecurities so you can start making fun of it? Oh no. He's got the infinitely jumping Mega Knight. Okay, we're just gonna have to vines this. never mind. I mean, let's see if we can yoink this away. Let's go with this. Maybe Flying Machine can take out some of them. I think we're cooked. Yeah, he can just go with that in the base. Let's Vines this. Bro, the Mega Knight is... You can't even Vines it. I mean, that's... it escapes the Vines so quickly that you can't even catch it. Alright, how much is our phone at? 7%. We can't end on a 4L streak. First time you heard me say bro. Didn't even realize that I had said it. I don't say it. I don't say it a whole lot. It just sounds like such a... I don't know what word I'm thinking of. It sounds like such a... like a young kid thing to say. Like an immature thing. Not an immature. Like, I'll say bro if I'm talking about... like, if I'm talking to Fenrir and I'm like, thank you, bro. Or like, something. Like, I'll use it in that sense. But I won't just be like, bro, what was that? Like, I don't know. It just seems like a... it just seems like a weird thing to say, but... Okay, so he's got the Speedy Giant. Let's be ready for it. Well... alright. You call everyone bro, even the Huzz. That could be your downfall. I don't know if... I mean, I think it's weird to... no, that's just me. But like, if you're interested in a girl... I don't know. It sounds weird to call her bro, but... no, that's just... everyone uses different dialect. Like, who am I to... I'm not going to judge anyone's... the way someone talks or anything. So, that's just... like, I've heard some people say... like, I think my younger brother... like, at least I remember... I'm trying to remember. I thought, like, years ago in school... no, maybe I might be thinking of something else. I thought I remember him saying it at one point. Holy... the Giant, I didn't even realize... it's like it doesn't just speed past troops. It actually pushes troops ahead with it. So the Rune Giant was going at light speed. Giant Skeleton Balloon, that is pretty solid. That's probably the best card we could have gotten in this case. Just as far as we need some offense. So, but yeah, I thought I remember... I could be thinking of something else, but I thought I remember him calling his girlfriend that. And it was just like the way he talked. It wasn't necessarily... like, I thought it was a little strange, but that's just what some people say. So I guess I can't judge that too harsh. Okay, we'll go with this on the other side. Maybe pull this to the King Tower. Nope, it's going to get fireballed. Alright. Well, at least we'll do a lot of damage on the right. And we can probably start going in for the left as well, just because I think the bomb should do enough. You even call it the Priest Bro. Alright, alright. Okay, let's go Lava Hound in the back. Set up a hut on defense. We did probably give him a ton of... you know what, let's go with this high to kind of do nothing. That did not help us at all. Okay, let's go with this here. Okay, this is the side. He's got the everything buffed. That actually could be really annoying, having everything on the map. buffed. But let's go like this, and then we'll go with a hut. Because I would assume he would go with his Inferno Dragon. Okay, arrows, heal. I guess we'll take arrows. They're going to start calling Huz Mommy. Alright. That's a little... That wasn't necessarily the green light to do that, but again, you are welcome to do whatever. I'm not saying I won't. It's not a guarantee I won't judge you for it, but okay, hold on. The bomb's gonna blow up that. Let's actually put this in the middle, just to start spawning some things. Giant skeleton's gonna be on the tower. Hold on. Is he fumbling? Let's go with this. Let's go with this at the bridge. I think, thank goodness, we will finally win a game. Hallelujah. We can end on that. Yes, we lost 4 games before winning this one, but a win is a win. We're more than 2K. All right. More than 2K. Oh, I think on my... I don't remember what account it is. It might be this one that I'm a little bit higher. But again, it's like... This mode is very... It's pretty much luck. Like, this is 24-25. We're top 2K on this one. There was a time that I was like top 500, but that was several days ago before the rankings started climbing up. But it is a very heavily... luck-based game. Like, you can beat really good players just because of sheer luck. It's not necessarily like there's a little bit of... There's definitely... You do need to have a basic understanding of the game. You can't just be a complete noob and go into it, but for the most part, it's... The modifiers you get determine how much success you have. No wonder I suck at skilled ones. I mean, here's the thing. There's definitely some skill that goes into it. There's a little bit of a factor of that. Like if you look at the top players, there's still top players. This guy finished 74 in the world. You know, top 100 finish. But then there's some people like this. I don't know if this is an alt. No, okay, I guess this isn't an alt. Because he's got also a top 1K finish. Like the top players, another top 100 finish. Like there's definitely some skill that goes into it. Like you can't have no skill and make it to the top. Like the top players in this mode are still top 100, top 1K players in general, but there is a much bigger RNG factor. So, Ollie, did you just get here? I guess if you just got here, we're just signing off. But a little bit later today, clan wars are still going on, right? We're struggling though. Like our clan is not doing good, but I'll play Clan Wars a little bit later today. But yeah, we're sitting at dead last. I don't think we have enough help. So, what the heck? I mean, our phone is at 3%. Stream for 14 more hours. Don't think I can do that. Don't think I can do that, 18. The phone battery, unless it was made by... Unless it's made out of freaking vibranium and can hold 14 hours of charge on 3%, our phone battery is not going to allow it. So welcome back, Expo Witch Player. We're about to sign off for the day. You know what? Let's open this up. Let me show you what I'm seeing. How does this... Okay, I guess it's going to look really weird because it's putting a... yeah. It's putting a horizontal gameplay into a vertical thing, but like if I go to clans and try to join your clan, so I searched up that same ruin, no clans found. There's nothing that shows up. You said you made a new one called Which Never Die. You saw the grinder on your home screen? No, that's not true. Adrian, how's it going? We're about to sign off for the day just because we only have 2% battery, but we did play Clash Royale today, so That was the game we played. It's nice to meet you. Let's search up Which Never Die. Which Never Die. Is there a hashtag in front? Okay, maybe there is. Hashtag Which Never Die. Noob, there's still no clans that are showing up. I guess it's not... Here, maybe it's not showing up on screen, but like... Let's go transform, reset. Look, there's... That's the right name, right? Hashtag Which Never Die? Because, yeah, when I search it, there's no clan. I don't think I can create one, because to create it, you need 1,000 coins. I only have 100 coins. So, I don't... Let's try one more time. I don't know if I... Which Never Die. I... See community button. Okay, I'll take a look, but this is kind of... Just so you understand... Like, it's just so you understand what I'm working with. This is why I'm not able to join your clan, because it's not showing up when I search it. But I'll take a look at the community tab. I'll try to join. So, anyway, our phone's about to die. Thank you guys for being here. Cheapskate. Can you get a PS5 as a present for Pickle's birthday? You want me to buy you a PS5 for somebody else's birthday? What deck do I use? I'll show you. I mean, this is the deck that I have. It's kind of a default deck. We got Executioner, this Orc. We got a couple of Expos, a couple of Bombs as well. A couple of these guys, Jesters, because they kind of knock things away, which works with the Expo. So anyway, if you put in a screenshot, then I can take a look at the community tab. So I have to sign off. The phone is gonna die, but we do use Expo in our deck. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. I'll take a look at the community tab. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day ahead, and hopefully there's not going to be a stream tomorrow, but hopefully I can see you